So here is another sample. Students can try out something like this. So let me use all these arrow keys and the camera rotation options possible from this menu which is on screen. You may also use multiple keys, keyboard keys. For example, I can use arrow keys to go forward, backward, towards right or left. And I can also use these arrow keys A, S, Q, and E. So A would take me to the left, B would take me to the right, W would take me to the forward direction, and S would take me to the backward direction, Q would take me down, and E would take me up. So it takes a bit of practice to understand how these camera settings work. There are also these four different arrows which are mentioned on screens, and there are X, Y, Z axis. So you practice a little bit because making these parts would also involve positioning of the camera, and practicing more and more would help you be more efficient in terms of building these parts at the right location and in the right angle. So this is one example of Obby. So this is something that I created, and we want children to begin with this and then build more on the same structure. So let me play and show it to you. So I'll go to play and choose this option, play. So this is something that we would want our children to build. This is the spawn location, basically a start location for the player to appear when we hit the play button. So again, you can use right arrow key to kind of span the entire area around, or left arrow key. It depends. So clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Then this is my first part. Then this is the second one. This is the third one. And likewise, my player will continue to jump on different parts. And this is the spawn locations, another spawn location. So basically, if my player falls down after this, then instead of starting the game all over from the first location, this time the player would start from the second milestone. So children would be creating multiple spawn locations and milestones for them to this and also play this game and make it more interesting. So, Yahoo, so you finally reached your destination. And there is another part that I've added here. It basically keeps changing its color. This is basically a use of coding, which keeps this color change action in a loop. And that's why this continuously keeps changing. So we will be learning this much later in our module. For now, we want students to work on building these parts and placing them together. So this is just for you to understand that our output base structure would look something like this. And if the player falls down, then basically you'll have to start all over again. And the player would resume the game from its latest spawn location, which was the second milestone this time, right? Yeah. So the teacher is expected to build similar projects simultaneously, and the student will be continuing and following the same instruction and building their own project. And later on, we'll bring in more variations in this.